What is prettier, that view or this little puppy? So this is where we're going to be climbing. That top of that ridge up there is our goal. And then once we get there, then we can start making our way down to the actual glacier. So let's do this.
Con esto ya no, es la única vez que pagas, nadie te puede cobrar y puedes acampar donde están tus amigos. Ok,
Gracias.
Por ahí el ingreso son 7 kilómetros hasta el mirador. Primeros 4 kilómetros señalética roja. Ok. The first 4 kilometers follow red stick. Ok. The last 3 kilometers follow yellow stick.
Okay.
¿Dónde está la amarilla?
La amarilla está dentro de todo el parque.
Okay.
Okay, muchas gracias.
Bueno, por aquí, sí.
Okay, gracias.
Oh, that was a shit show. They told us that we could not camp, so we had no idea what to do because Scott has no service up there. They told us we had to go 6 kilometers more. How long is 6 kilometers?
4 miles about.
So 4 miles, and we had to make it in like 10 minutes before the park closed. So our English or our Spanish.
No, just this entrance.
Oh, our Spanish isn't that good, so we really couldn't explain that we have friends that are researchers. So we were about to leave, and I just convinced Brock just to like try to talk to them, and he did. And the guy's like, "Oh yeah, Scott told us about you. We were expecting you. So now we're in." Been hiking for the last 45-50 minutes. It's pretty straight up. We finally made it up this hill, and I look up and I see this. That's the glacier. So pretty. Worth it. How much do we have left?
Maybe 2 hours?
Two?
Oh.
Really excited because from down there, all we were seeing was the top of this hill. And we're finally here. But then Brock said, it's not this hill we're trying to get up, it's that one. I don't know how long it's gonna take. It's kind of nice that Brock's a little bit sick still, because now he's on my level, and now he wants to take a lot of breaks, like me. So it's making the hike a little easier. We're stopping every 2 minutes. So if Brock's stopping that much, it's pretty hard. Looks like we are final stretch before we start going down. So we've climbed all the way from there, and it's literally straight up. A dramatic change in weather in like 5 minutes. It just got super windy. We have like all our layers on now. We have about 40 more minutes to the top. Yet I'm done. It's been 4 hours. I don't need more hours up here. We still have to hike down to the campsite, but we made it to the top, and this is our reward. Untouched water. Pretty unbelievable. We'll get to that. Yeah. Weren't you wearing your hat? Where? Are you sure? Your hat.
Yeah.
This hat?
Oh.
On the ground.
Where?
Over there.
Oh.
I am the backbone of this relationship. Get to the campsite.
Did you think we'd make it? What was
You know, honestly, I was 40-60
against us?
making it, or rather deciding to come up. This is about the weirdest high school reunion
Yeah, I
ever.
know.
How's it going, man? Good to see you too. Hey, how are you? It's so good to see you. The rest of the team is coming up right now.
Cool.
Hi, this is Emma.
Emma.
Brock.
Hi, Eileen, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys.
Hola, ¿cómo
Yo
estás?
soy chileno.
Brock.
Nicola.
Eileen,
Hola.
mucho gusto.
Yeah, so I was like,
Then you.
I told him that you were doing research here and
Yeah.
your name. And he was like, find it on the paper. And then I showed him and he was like, oh. He said something about,
I did mention that you guys might be coming.
yeah.
Thank God you did.
And then he let you in?
Yeah.
well, I mean, we had to pay, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you carry some weight.
Yeah.
Jesus, yeah. For
And
better or
then,
for worse. I mean, all that really means is that they can hunt me down later and be like, you let these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
All that means
Yeah,
is
right,
that they're a liability for you personally
right.
now. So.
Yeah. We settled in, we set up our tent. It's super, super, super windy outside. They said that it hasn't, oh, and it's raining. They said it hasn't been like this the whole time that they've been here. I have like 4 layers on my top, 3 on my bottom. We're just getting ready for bed, and then tomorrow we start our day, and we're gonna have breakfast and then go on site with them. So, see you in the morning. We just woke up. Do you want to explain a little about how the night went?
not really. I'm tired.
This is soaked. This is soaked. It was so windy. The stakes came out, so Brock tied it to here, his backpack, which is soaked. His boots are soaked. I guess the only thing that isn't soaked is our computers, I guess, which matters the most, but we didn't sleep. It's a pretty shitty night. So we have our stuff hanging. Our sleeping bags got wet, our bags got wet. Thankfully, somehow, our computers didn't get wet, which is nice. This is our view right now. It's pretty cloudy, but it should clear out. Thankfully, we have some experienced researchers here who do this all the time, so they've been, they gave Brock some warm socks and showed him how to clean out his boots so they won't be so soaked. So we're just gonna eat breakfast right now and then we'll go out on the field.
Estoy esperando, por eso estoy sacando fotos. You can just dub me over later. Yeah, right. So we talked earlier about how a glacier can pick up, these grains, pick up various rocks, pebbles, boulders, dust and such, and sort of bring it along within the glacier. And when it's on the bottom, it's acting sort of like sandpaper, and just like rubbing grooves and abrading the surface of the bedrock. And just like sandpaper produces a lot of debris. It's a lot of stuff that's coming off of both the sandpaper itself and whatever you're sanding. So that debris has a name, fine stuff at the very least, and it's called glacial flour. It has this really, really fine texture. It's really, really fine grained. Looks just like flour when you're holding it and such. When that stuff gets to the lake, it preferentially absorbs sort of like all your wavelengths of light except for the blue. The blue, it reflects back at you. And so that's why in front of a lot of glaciers, you have just these spectacular blue lakes of all these different hues, turquoise and blue and light blue, sometimes brown. It's due to this input of glacial flour. So most of the time, a lot of the times when you see a lake like this, that's a pretty sure sign that there is a glacier somewhere above that is feeding it. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to figure out how old the moraine is. So we can use the concentration of this nuclide, beryllium-10, that accumulates in the surface to figure out how old it is. So the analogy that's used a lot of times is that you're measuring the amount of sunburn that's on someone's skin to determine how long they've been out in the sun. The more burned a person is, the longer they've been out in the sun. So the more of this nuclide that we find in the surface, the longer it's been here. The older the moraine, the longer time ago the glacier has come from there to here.
We're finishing this beautiful view. We had a long night. It wasn't as windy. It rained a little bit. My phone literally froze to death. It's not working. So that's cool. Now I have to pay attention to Brock, I guess. We are going to be making our descent down descent up, then down. And then we will be at the bottom again. Okay, we finished the Patagonia hike.
Patagonia hike.
The Patagonia hike. We were up there at that ridge.
So we're not going to do any more in Patagonia?
We are exhausted. Our feet hurt. Our shoulders hurt. We're ready to go. We just had lunch with our friends. They don't have any more room in their truck, so we are literally hitchhiking. The problem is there are not that many cars coming this way, so hopefully we can stop somebody and convince them to let us jump in their car. Okay, there's two potentials. Oh no, they're turning. Alright, let's see if these people will let us in their car. Alright, I'm gonna stick my thumb out. Got my thumb out.
We're going down there.
Pick me up.
¿Lo entiende?
Un poco.
El clima.
We made it to our final destination. The man who gave us a ride was so cute. His Spanish was really different from the Spanish we're used to. It seems like Chileans speak a different Spanish, so it was pretty hard to communicate. First hitchhiking experience went perfectly. We are exhausted. I realize I might be a little dehydrated.